Let's go. Here we are. All right. Wow, that went live fast. Hello, everyone. Usually it takes, what, like 30 seconds. This was like
It takes
10
a while
seconds.
usually, yeah.
Yeah, so they must be on the ball today. I don't know, maybe Facebook doesn't have a lot of activity going on, but welcome everyone. It is Website Wednesday, and I am here with my web designer, Teresa, who always gives us amazing tips for our websites. She could be your website designer too. So tell me about brand yourself with confidence and success. Like that's what I'm all about when it comes to running your business. How do we show that on the website?
So the first thing is you've got to show up on the website as you. And we're going to be talking about pictures mostly today because so many people don't want their picture on their website. They want it pushed down to the bottom. They want it to be this headshot they took at JCPenney's 10 years ago. No, you've got to stop. So the first thing I want people to think about is, first of all, you got to ditch the 10-year-old headshots. Unless you look exactly the same, which me 10 years ago is nothing. You know, honestly, I'm struggling right now because me 2 years ago is nothing like what I look like now. And so I'm trying to, figure out what I'm going to do there. But you want to look like yourself. You want to look like the person you are now. And you also want to look like what you want to represent. So for me, like I'm very casual, I'm very laid back, I'm very relaxed. So you're going to see my pictures, the last branding photos I had done. I'm sipping coffee, I'm in a jean jacket, I'm chilled. I probably have some big earrings on because that's just always been my thing. My curly hair was crazy, which is where I'm struggling because I don't have curly hair anymore, but that's who I am. And so people go to my website and they feel like they get a feel for who I am, and they know me and they know who I'm going to show up as, because that's what I present and portray on my website and my social media images.
Yes. And I have to tell you, I always know when I first start speaking to someone if they have checked out my assets, my social media assets, my website, because they do feel like they know me already because I put it out there, right? But it's so hard. Like everyone who's watching live or on replay, I get it. It's so hard to put your face out on your website. The old school way was like, no, it's just what I can do for you. Why do you need to see me? But this is a different day and age, and we've got to come up and meet the demand.
Well, and just like with you, because I know we talked a lot about photos when we were building your website.
Like, no, I don't like that photo. Don't put that up there. I look fat in that one. No, don't put that one. Oh my God, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Just so everyone knows, my team knows, like I'm very picky about my photos.
So we just had a business retreat, my mastermind group, and we had photos taken at the retreat, and I'm struggling so much with them for the same things. But the thing of it is that's who I am right now, and that's where and I look happy and joyful, and like I'm myself in those pictures. So I'm gonna try and break through and use them. But again, like with yours, like we look at your pictures and you're professional and approachable is what I feel your pictures say. And that's exactly who you are. So that's why we want to use those pictures, because that's who you are. You are going to be professional. You're going to be a little bit tough with them, and that tough love, and when we need it, it's always from love, but you're also approachable. Whereas you may have a business, if you're working high-end design or high-end, high-dollar clients, you may need to show up in that really extreme professional, suit, gloss, glam, all of that. You've got to think about who you want to attract and how you want to be perceived. And then you need to look the part on the pages of your website.
And you know what? I'm going to just add to that. Don't lead with how you want to be perceived in my book. Like I want you to lead with who you actually are.
Yeah.
Because what happens is often we put out on our websites and our social media platforms what we think everybody wants to see. And then I get the phone call, like, why am I attracting people I don't want to work with? And I'm like, because you're not showing who you really are.
Well, and the life coach in me is going to come out and say, I want you to work towards wanting to be perceived as who you actually are. That's who you are. That's how you show up. And so the life coach in me is like, You want to show up as who you want to be perceived as, because you want to be perceived as yourself,
Yes. And you want to attract people as yourself. I mean, it's really, you can
Yourself.
really make an analogy to the dating world, right? If you present who you think somebody wants,
Mhm.
and then now you're in the relationship and boom, you turn back to who you really are. Now it's a bait and switch. So we don't want to bait and switch potential clients. This is who I am. This is how I operate. This is authentically
Yes.
my pictures at good moments. Yes, you want to portray good moments. You're not going to put bad moments up on your website. What's going on outside?
My cat just tried to attack the bird feeder. So
God, that's
the bird got away.
okay. Good. Yeah, we
worried
worry
about
about the
the
animals.
cat fly up in the air. Anyway.
So yeah, I really do. It's the same. Like I'm currently doing a Your Business in Words challenge in another group, and it's so interesting to watch the people who are leading from what do other people want to hear from me, and not nailing the exercise as well as the people who are leading with who I am genuinely.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Like,
And
I
we
don't know
all
if everybody wants to hear that I'm a tough business coach, because maybe the people who don't want tough won't come to me, but that's okay because I won't work well with them if I'm not authentically who I am.
Exactly. Exactly. And so that's really what we're talking about here is you're going to be your most confident self when you show up as who you are, when you portray yourself as who you are, not some image you think you're supposed to portray, but who you really are. And when you're your most confident self, that's when you're going to see the success that you are craving.
You know what's funny, Teresa? As I hear you talk, I want to remind everyone that when Teresa works with somebody, it's like therapy, right? Even to do your website, sometimes it's like therapy. Working with me is 100% similar to therapy, right? People say to me, God, you're a better therapist than my therapist, and I'm like, yeah, because the confidence that it takes to put yourself out there is not easy. And it does take self-reflection and work, and having people like you and I to say, you look great. Like, I love your presentation. I love your personality. Don't hesitate to put it out there. Sometimes you need that person behind you saying it's okay. I mean, you do it for me when I go, oh my God, no, that picture. You're like, I love that picture. I'm like, okay. Like maybe I'm not perceiving myself the way others perceive, but that is really me. So, okay, just do it,
Yeah.
You need people in your corner. So if you're getting ready to redo your website or update it, reach out to Teresa, because that push that you need, you don't just want a web designer who says, whatever you want to do, I'll do. Like, you want someone who leads the process for you, because just like you lead in whatever you do for a living, whoever's watching, this is what we do for a living. So trust the people you hire if you're hiring the right people.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So pictures, what else? Anything else with the branding yourself with confidence? Definitely has to do a lot with the photos. And I won't hire anyone I can't see the picture of, by the way. Just so I won't. Like, so
I don't either.
Right. So if you're looking for kind of like decisive people who you want to work with, then be decisive on your website too, because that also shows confidence and success. Don't use wishy-washy words either.
No, don't use wishy-washy words. And that's the other thing I was going to talk about too, is you want to be somewhat conversational on your website and talk like yourself. You don't want to be wishy-washy, and you don't want to be, slang and just whatever, but you want to be somewhat conversational within your website too, because that's who's showing up. They come to your website because they want to get a feel for who you are and what you can do for them. So they don't want the professional resume written in the third person anymore. That was the 90s. We've jumped way far from the 90s. We're 20 plus years away from that. They don't want to have this, formal, polished, boring thing. They want to know who you are and what you can do for them. So be a little bit conversational in it. Talk to the people on your website. Treat it, for me, like I always treat it like I'm sitting down and having a cup of coffee. And in fact, I'm about to launch a new website, and I hired someone to help. I hired Masha to help. I know she did an amazing job, but I hired her to help me because I want it to be conversationally me. I want
Right.
people to know that I'm here to help them stand out rather than just blend in.
It is a hard, I'm going to say generationally, sometimes I hear, and I totally get it. Like, I don't care about what other people are eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So why would I want to put it out there? Or I don't care what people, I just want to know if they can do for me. But that is sort of an older generational feeling that if you want to market your business, that's what I help people get over, right? Get over the fact that when you grew up, it wasn't like this and nobody had to do this. So why do I have to do it now? It is different. It is different. We're in a different day and age.
And I do the same with the websites. Yes, I know the website that you built was written in third person and it was very boring and direct and factual and to the point. But this is a world we want to know people. We want to know, like, I don't know about you, but on my social media posts, like if I'm sharing my breakfast, I get more engagement than when I
Absolutely.
talk about how I can help people build a website or with their website, because they want to know you as a person. So show up and be yourself. Because again, when you are really yourself, that's when you're going to be your most confident. And that's when success comes through.
100%. We're going to end with that sentence because that was the perfect sentence. That's when the success comes through. So thank you, Teresa.
You're so welcome.
If you guys need a web designer, reach out to Teresa. I always say talk to 2 people, 3 people, and then choose the one that feels right for you. Absolutely put Teresa in the mix because absolutely everyone I've ever referred to you is happy.
Well, good. I love that.
Yeah. So Web Designs by Teresa, and go back and listen to our videos on how to make your website the best it can be. If you're doing it yourself, that's okay too. Just be knowledgeable. So, all right, guys, I will see you next Wednesday for Website Wednesday. And actually tomorrow I have an industry chat with the Interior Design Society. So you're going to want to tune into that. It's a great topic on how to, for my designers who are listening, how to do high point market, which is overwhelming. So we're going to be giving tips. Bless you. See, we should have ended 30 seconds earlier. No, it means it's true. You sneezed. So, all right, I will talk to everyone tomorrow. And Teresa, I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.